So, have you ever ridden down the road and hit the back brake and nothing happens? Well, after a little bit of poo comes out, I can tell you it's a frightening thing to happen. I got the bike home and thought I'd better investigate it, because about 6 months ago the same thing happened. However, the back brake was just a little stiff, and then eventually it worked. And I just took it as part of this DL650. Anyway, I have to investigate it and find out what it is. So stick with me, and I'll try and solve it. It should be an interesting one, this, and I hope I can save you a bit of money, because I'm not spending over $2,000 on any new unit. So let's see how I go. So there you go. No matter how hard you press down, this back brake lever will not move. Something has locked up in the system. Now, I've taken the master cylinder and I've had a good look at it. Everything's in order there. But when I move up to the ABS unit, I can get fluid going in, but when I loosen the rear unit for fluid coming out, nothing comes out. So I'm investigating the ABS unit as we speak. Now, I've got a bit of a investigation going on different bikes and different ABS units. So, after much investigation and discussion with a few people, I find out that for a manufacturer to get an ABS unit certified does cost millions of dollars. So lots of them simply go to the big man in Germany, Bosch, and Bosch sell these units to many manufacturers who then put their own stamp and coating onto them. However, I'm finding they're the same. So I did find one from a Kawasaki which looked exactly the same. So I thrashed out and bought it, and let's see how I go. So I fitted the new unit in, and it did fit in 100% perfect. The locating bolts are in the exact same position, as is the electric connection, which is identical, clipped in beautifully. I have now bled the brakes, and I will do a bit of connecting electrically, put the battery back in, see if I can fire it up. But as it stands, the rear brake is getting pressure to the back caliper. So all looks good so far. So here we go. I've refitted the new ABS. I've bled the front and back brakes. Standard bleeding on this thing. They've got plenty of pressure. We have to see if everything's working now, so with ignition on, the ABS light should come on for a few seconds. So the ABS light is on. We start it up. As we get mobile, it will go off. Hopefully. ABS light is off. Now, I know the rear brake works good, but I'm just going to test the ABS on front and rear. And I'll find a little area down here to test it. I'll just test the rear here. Perfect. It's locking up and letting go. And then I'll do the front just here, I think. Oh yes, and that's exactly the same, locking up and letting go. So the ABS is working, and I hope it's a solution for a lot of the V-strummers, especially this 2012 model, which is an issue with the ABS unit failing after a few years. This one's been well looked after, by the way. I have bled the brakes and everything, but the ABS just failed completely, and indeed the rear brake pedal, you couldn't budge it. Now it's working very nicely indeed, and it's back to what a V-Strom should be. One of the most reliable bikes on the planet. Yes, so instead of spending that $2,000 on the new ABS unit, try the second-hand market. This one's off a Kawasaki 650, as in the photos. It's an identical fit and a perfect fit, right down to the electronic plug, all the bolts, and of course the 4 lines, the 2 in and 2 out. So good luck, V-Strommers. I just hope someone gets some value out of this little video I'm just putting up. And bye for now, and happy days.